it has changed my life, and now I'm a health coach, and I love teaching people the healthy way of life and how immunity is literally key, especially nowadays with the coronavirus going around, that you can't be scared, you can't be panicked about anything, because panic depletes the immune system, and that's how you get sick. Stress depletes the immune system, and that's how you get sick. And so if you focus on yourself first, immunity, really focus on, adding in healthy foods, drinking more water, of course taking vitamin C, you will have more confidence in yourself and your immunity than not doing anything at all, Well, men and women both have different metabolisms, and men can grow muscles easier than girls. And so when it comes to nutrition, they may need more protein in their diet rather than women, but it's very, I can't say that, men are more healthy or girls are more healthy. I can't say that, because it's all individualized, right? It's all bio-individual. And that's one of the other things that we preach when we're health coaching, is that everyone's created different. You are so different compared to your neighbor. Even if you're related to them, you're completely different. You metabolize things different than your relative. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting how the human body knows how to consume food and then use it as energy if you are giving it the right sources of energy. But when it comes to different sexes or genders or anything, it literally does not, in my opinion, it just depends on you, the individual, and what your background, what is your family history and stuff like that. So I don't really want to say a definite answer, because we're all different, and you know what works best for your body, what doesn't. And as long as you're mindful and you know what you're doing, and you're smart and you do smart choices, and it's not just about nutrition either, it's about mental health as well. It's about, and I talked about this too, it's about your lifestyle. It's just all on that one person and what your goals are and what you want to achieve and what works best for you. For me, I'm not an active person, but I can do, I love yoga. I'm not a hardcore runner. I feel like running actually, don't come for me, but running actually ages you, because you're putting so much pressure on your knees, unless you're doing a suspended type of on the elliptical, that's different. But just doing hardcore running with your knees, and if you don't have the right shoes, of course, I mean, it's all an equation, right? It's all what you do. But I feel like certain exercises ages you more than others. So yoga, it's really good because it strengthens your muscles. It provides oxygen to your brain. It provides oxygen to all your growing muscles, your everything. It's just feeding your body with flexibility, oxygen, blood flow, flexibility, it's strengthening it, it's building, it's toning. So I'm a really big fan of yoga, and my brother's a really big fan of meditating, yoga, going out at the vampire hours of night of 3 a.m. and doing everything under the stars, and embracing the moon power. Where me, I'm more of sun power. I love the sunlight, and I tan. I just feel like the sun is such a natural healing component that a lot of people are afraid of. You can't be afraid. Like I said, fear causes so many depletions in your body that if you are scared that you're going to get burned, if you're scared that you're going to get sunspots, you're going to get burned and get sunspots. It's all in your head. You know what I mean? But take that with a grain of salt, of course. But when I was younger, I was always so tan, and I would tan so easily. And then all of a sudden, I guess when I hit puberty or whatever, I just could not tan for the life of me. I did very little, but not as dark as I am recently. But it was just weird, because I would see pictures of myself from years ago, and I was so dark. And I'm dang, I really wish I was that dark now. What is wrong with me? What am I doing? It's lifestyle. It's what you put into your body. If you're not again, it's nutrition too, so I added in more fruits and berries and coconut water, healthy fat, so coconut, avocado, olive oil, good stuff into my body, and then when I went out to the sun, I didn't really burn. It's crazy how all that's connected. And now I do not fear going sun tanning. I do not fear about sunspots. Yes, I have sunspots in my chest and a little bit on my head, but I call them sun kisses. Mental health, right? So that's a huge aspect of health, and that's a huge component on how you heal and how your body reacts to certain things. So if you're not mentally happy, your body is just going to be stressed, and it's just going to cause more havoc. So really, putting yourself in a healthy, positive environment, surrounded by people that only give you joy, and get rid of toxic things in your life will help you flourish. You can't let age or any of that discourage you, because yes, I understand age can be scary, because getting older, none of us want to get older. So as we get older, our levels start to deplete, and but you can always try to restore that, right? It's never too late to start thinking about yourself and really treating and feeding your body what really matters. It's really never too late, and there's a lot of things that you can do naturally that don't involve medicine or invasive care, that you can repair your body and really treat the root cause to a lot of symptoms. You incorporate more exercise into your routine, drink a lot more water, eliminate certain fatty foods from your diet, try to get rid of toxic relationships. It's all balance. We all need to find balance. I mean, I know, because with the different levels of testosterone and stuff like that can fluctuate, right? So I don't really want to put anything out there, because I don't know you as a person. As a health coach, I don't put anyone in a certain criteria. I don't just tell you what to do. I don't just give you a to-do list. I literally can't do that unless I actually physically meet with you and I have a one-on-one consultation where I can tell you what will work best for you, because you're your own person, you're individualized, you're a beautiful human that is different from anyone else. So it's, oh yes, and less alcohol. Exactly. Alcohol, I'm not against it. I drink alcohol, but I go for more of the less sugary type. So when I go out, I don't really go for the margarita. I don't know. It depends. If it doesn't have any sugary syrup, I don't do it, because the sugary syrup is what feeds disease in your gut. So I just always have that in my head, is sugar is the number one thing that causes inflammation. There's a lot of different ways you can say inflammation is, but sugar is a leading component to inflammation. I know it's hard. Less alcohol is hard, but if you are wise about your alcohol choices, you can totally do alcohol. I personally love red wine because it has resveratrol, which are in grapes, and it's a really great healing component, and it helps with anti-aging. So that's cool, right? So red wine, I love a good Cabernet Sauvignon. I think that's what it is. That's my favorite. But I try, and you're gonna come at me when I say I only like organic wines. It's only because the source, I know where it's coming from. It's a better alternative. It's a better grape. It's a better quality. I know it has nothing added, nothing synthetic in it. So red wine is a win-win. Yes and no. Red wine just has more anti-aging components. They're all from the same, they're all in the grape family, right? But red wine has just been proven that it has more healing components and more anti-aging components in it. You find what works best for you, if you find that your body reacts to a certain alcohol beverage than others, and hey, then red flag. But for me personally, I just try to stay away from anything sugary, because as I mentioned before, I don't want to feed my gut with the bad things that it can't heal from. I like to feed my body with foods that I know that are going to make my body flourish and boost my immunity. So that's why I use celery juice. I feel like celery juice is a great example. It's not for everyone though. You do have to be very wise, and it is considered a fasting because you're not really eating anything. You're pretty much doing everything on a cellular level. So you do have to be very wise, and I would actually consult a doctor before going on any type of cleanse. And but I also do love saying that juicing is very healthy for you because you're getting all the enzymes but none of the fibers. So eating and drinking raw enzymes for the body is so good for you because you're feeding the gut with healthy nutrition enzymes. It's funny, someone asked me yesterday on my stream, have I ever gotten drunk? I have never gotten drunk in my life because I don't want to ever be in that position where I can't control my body. I did, however, been lightheaded before, or like tipsy, I guess you can say. Oh my gosh, wait, you do shots of apple cider vinegar every morning? Do you dilute it though? Because if you drink it straight up, that can be a little bit too acidic. If you dilute it with water, like 8 ounces of water with like a shot of apple cider vinegar, like a tablespoon, that's great. Like, go you. Like, all props to you. That is amazing. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know the healing, like how powerful and how detoxifying apple cider vinegar is for you. So that's great that you're like, that you know that. If I'm in an environment that I know that is not like the healthiest, like if I ate something that day, like eating out or whatever, if I ate something that I know that it's probably going to cause me issues later, I take apple cider vinegar and turmeric, pepper, a little bit of ginger, lemon, cinnamon, and water. And it could be hot or cold. And and lemon juice. I put lemon in it and I mix it, and that's like my concoction. That's like my healing potion for inflammation, for stomach pains, for headaches, for everything. Yeah, I do warm water with a couple drops of lemon juice too. I feel like that's so healing, especially like in the morning. It just feels so good. It's very hydrating. But that's why I juice in the morning, because celery juice, cucumber juice, lemon water, it's so hydrating. Because when you first wake up, your body is actually very dehydrated.